All right. Welcome back, everyone, to another deep dive. We always get into the good stuff here, and today's going to be no different.
Nope, not at all.
So we're going to be talking about mindfulness today, and more specifically, how it can impact our relationships.
Yes, it can.
Okay, so we've got some really interesting ideas to pull from, and like some really practical tips from this conversation we're going to be diving into between two people who have a lot of experience using mindfulness in this area of their lives.
Yeah. It's pretty amazing.
Yeah, let's get into it. The biggest takeaway for me was this concept of presence and, being present for the other person.
It is, but it's not just as simple as putting your phone away.
Right.
It's more than that.
So how would you explain it? Like, what does it mean to be present?
Well, it's like imagine you are really listening to someone.
Okay.
And not just waiting for your turn to speak. You're
Yep.
like really absorbing what they're saying.
Yeah.
And you can even reflect back what you are hearing.
Right.
You know what happens then? Your brains both release oxytocin, which is like the bonding hormone.
Whoa, that's so cool. I had no idea. So it's
Yeah.
like a literal chemical connection.
Yeah, exactly.
That is amazing. Okay, so it's more than just, like you said, putting away distractions. It's
Yeah.
being actively present.
Exactly, yeah.
Okay, so but what about when things get difficult in a relationship?
Mm.
Like when you're having an argument or, just a disagreement.
Yeah, well, that's where you can use mindfulness, like as a pause button.
What do you mean?
Mindfulness, it helps you notice your emotions before they get out of control.
Oh,
So instead of just like reacting right away, you can take a breath,
okay.
create some space and choose a more thoughtful response.
That's so helpful.
Yeah.
I know I should do that more often.
Yeah.
But honestly, sometimes I feel like I can't hit that pause button. Like my emotions just take over.
Oh, for sure. It can be hard. It takes practice. But there's some things you can do.
Like what?
Well, you can try like naming the emotion.
Naming it.
Yeah, just say to yourself like, okay, I'm feeling angry right now.
Okay, and that helps.
It can. It kind of creates a little distance, between you and the feeling.
Oh, I see.
And you can also try some conscious breathing.
Okay.
Even a few deep breaths. It can really make a difference. It helps shift your physical state, which helps you, calm down.
Interesting. I like that tip. So we've talked about being present, managing those tough moments.
Mm.
But there was also this idea of like appreciating your partner that really stuck with me.
Oh, yeah. Appreciation is huge.
It is.
It really can change the whole feel of a relationship.
Totally.
It's all about noticing the good things your partner does.
Right.
And telling them, expressing your gratitude,
Yeah.
It can be big things or small things. It doesn't matter.
Even something small.
Oh, absolutely. Like just saying thank you for making coffee. It can go a long way.
Oh, wow. That's a great point.
Because it shifts the focus, you see,
Wow.
from like criticism to recognizing the good things.
I see. Yeah, that makes sense.
It's like putting money in the bank, but for your relationship.
Ooh, I like that.
All those positive moments, they add up. And then when you go through those tough times, you have all that to draw.
You have reserve.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a really cool way to think about it. Okay, so, and then we've got this idea of, mindfulness and touch, like physical touch.
Yes.
That was something that I honestly hadn't really considered before.
Yeah, we can go through the motions with physical touch, right?
Mhm.
Like hugging or holding hands.
Right.
But when you are mindful about it,
Yeah.
it's completely different. You're really there,
Oh, interesting.
both physically and emotionally. And that really deepens the connection.
That's a great point. Okay, so moving on to our next point, and this one feels really important to me. Self-compassion.
Oh, that's so essential.
It is.
It's really the foundation of any healthy relationship,
Totally.
because mindfulness can help us be kinder to ourselves.
Okay.
We can remember that we're all just learning, we all make mistakes.
Yeah.
And when we have that self-compassion, it's easier to be patient
Oh, absolutely.
with ourselves and with our partners.
Yeah. It's like that saying, right?
What's that?
You can't pour from an empty cup.
Yes, that's exactly it.
You have to take care of yourself first before you can really be there for someone else.
It's true. Taking care of yourself isn't selfish at all.
Right?
It's crucial, actually. It makes your relationship stronger in the long run.
Wow. That's a lot to think about.
It is. Mindfulness is so powerful.
Okay, so let's do a quick recap.
Okay.
We've got the power of presence. And remember, it's not just being there physically, it's actively focusing on the other person and even reflecting back what they are saying.
Right.
Then there's navigating those tough conversations, using the pause button
Mhm.
and trying things like naming your emotion or conscious breathing.
Yes.
Of course, we talked about appreciating your partner and how gratitude can really shift the entire dynamic of your relationship.
It can, for sure.
And we ended with self-compassion, remembering to be kind to ourselves and that taking care of ourselves is essential for healthy relationships. So
Exactly.
much good stuff.
Yeah, and it makes you wonder, what would happen if you tried just one of these things in your own relationships?
Oh, that's a great question.
Just experiment. You might be surprised by the
I
results.
love that. And remember, mindfulness is a journey. So start small, be patient with yourself, and watch as your relationships grow.
Happy connecting.
Yes,
Mhm.
happy connecting, everyone.